What's going on, Virgo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an awesome week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, shares, donations. Your support really does just warms my heart, Virgo, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy your higher self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, the theme of this week's monthly spread is going to be a monthly check-in, Virgo. You know, we've built up your business, we've self-growth, we've loved, and now we're just seeing where we're at after that whole whirlwind of stuff there, Virgo. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems are feeling just lovely. Just good vibrations all around here, Virgo. Now with this spread, I'm going to be pulling 9 cards, and I'll be doing clarifications as need be, and of course a good old surprise card at the end, you know, because I just spoil you, Virgo. And in case y'all were curious, I'm using the Tarot of the Divine deck. And I have a link for this deck and other decks that I like using down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested, Virgo. But let's go ahead and get into your first reading here, which is going to be your current self. So, higher self, what's Virgo been up to lately? Let's see where your energy's at, Virgo. Let's see let's see what's going on here. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. You got the 10 of Wands, Virgo. And I feel like with the 10 of Wands coming up, I feel like maybe some of us are at this place of where it's just been like non-stop, you know? I feel like you've been trying to like push a boulder up the steepest hill, and you got rocks tied to your ankles as well. You know, like that's what the 10 of Wands is for me. It's very kind of heavy energy, you know? It's like you've been just like cranking, you know? Maybe for some, maybe we're like, let's say if you like manage a business, you know, or even like just like work in general, you know, maybe you've been taking on like way too much, you know, or maybe another thing, you know, maybe we're trying to, maybe if we're working on like a workout routine, you know, maybe we've been hitting like maybe a little aggressively, you know, maybe we're feeling just overly exhausted, you know, maybe even turned off by it, you know, if we're, because that's something too when I think about like working out, you know, if we push ourselves too hard, you know, we can get to this place of where we like hate working out, and then it just like turns us off, when it's like moving the body is really important. So that could be another thing, you know, but whatever this is, Virgo, it's just like we're at this place where I feel like we're just like our energy is just like we've been running on E for however long, you know, maybe we're not getting enough sleep on top of that. So Virgo, if this is kind of resonating with you here, that's a lot to come in with, you know, kind of right off the box. So I feel like it may be time for you, if you're resonating with this, just kind of pause for a second and figure out what's going on. Because if you keep at this pace, you know, if you keep running on 10 of Wands, that's the quickest way to a hanged man situation, you know, where we got to, where we're going to have to reevaluate where we're expending our stuff here. So, and maybe, now I think maybe for some too, you know, I feel like maybe when I'm thinking about like in terms of, because I've been talking about like the theme kind of over like the last couple weeks has been like kind of like manifesting and things like that. So maybe some of us have been thinking about how manifestation looks on us, you know, maybe how like intuition looks like. And we've been kind of forcing this thing, you know, maybe trying to force the signs instead of like working with the energy and kind of really feeling this stuff intuitively, you know what I mean? Because let me tell you what, Virgo, when I first started this channel, you know, I was so excited to do this thing, you know, and because, you know, who knows too, you know, maybe you're in doing what you love, but, you know, I was so excited in doing this thing that at first I was just like cranking, you know, it was just like, bam, go, 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 go. And after a while, you know, I'm having fun, but I was neglecting my health. You know, I started losing like a bunch of weight, you know, it was just like, you know, noticeable. And it's one of those things, Virgo, you know, even if you found your jam, you know, you still have to be mindful with your energy, you know, make sure that we're taking breaks in between, you know, making sure we're eating good food to keep our body running right, you know, just all that stuff. There's self-care, you know, we don't have to keep going all the time, because, you know, Virgo, It's so funny. You may not think it's funny, Virgo, but I saw this. I was watching this TikTok not too long ago with a friend, and it was so funny. It was just like Virgo be like, you know what? Hey, can you go get X, Y, and Z for me? You know what? Never mind. I'll just do it. Hey, can you do that? You know what? That's how you do it. You know, I'll just do it. You know, Virgo's the type, and Virgo, it's you know, I'm not coming at you here. This is a judgment-free zone here. And you know what, Virgo? When I'm recording this, the moon is in Virgo. So believe me, I'm feeling your energy right now. And I don't feel like it's coming from a bad place. It's just like you're the type that just like when you set your mind on something, you know how to get things done. You know, I love Virgo energy. It's really efficient, you know, but you don't have to do everything, Virgo. Have some faith in these people. And even if they don't deliver it up to your standards, you know, just show some appreciation, and then maybe when the person isn't looking, maybe then you can fix up some things. But you know, just make sure you're taking care of yourself, Virgo. I'll leave that there. Let's get to your let's get to your second card here, which is going to be the theme of the month. So higher self, what's the theme of the month looking like for Virgo? Let's see how this month's going to be flavored for you, Virgo. See what how this oh, hopefully a little more organized than what I'm shuffling right now. Yeah? Okay. Oh, interesting. You got the Six of Wands in reverse here, Virgo. And so I feel like with this, you know, maybe we're at this place of where, because normally the Six of Wands for me is like a card of celebration. But what's resonating with me right now is that this could also be kind of like a card of like a leadership or being in the limelight or something like that. So I feel like maybe for some of you, I'm wondering if the theme is going to be maybe we need to take a step back for a little bit. Maybe not necessarily like, let's say if you're like in a managerial position, you know, just for example, I feel like it's not necessarily about pulling like I don't think it's like stepping down, you know, like you know, taking like a demotion or anything like that. You know what I mean? Not like you're getting demoted, like you're voluntarily, you know, stepping down from something. I feel like this is more about learning how to delegate better. You know, again, like how we were talking about with this Ten of Wands. You don't have to always be where it's just like I'll take care of everything. You know, you're all incompetent. I got this. You know, and I don't think that's how you think about people, Virgo. But you know, I feel like maybe this is more so kind of, I feel like the theme of the month may be for us to kind of just like take a step back, you know, and like kind of let, deal with your stuff here and not maybe take on so much of other people's stuff along the way, Virgo. Because, you know, I get where, you know, I feel like, you know, you being a mutable sign, you know, mutable signs are very adaptable. They're good multitaskers and whatnot, but you know, but I feel like at some point, you know, you even the best multitasker can spread themselves too thin. So, but let me get a little bit more clarification on the Six of Wands. Higher self, I just want to make sure I'm not missing any nuggets in that. Can we clarify the Six of Wands, please? Yeah, let's get a little bit, oh, yeah, already? Okay. Yeah, let's get a little bit more on that, Virgo. Okay. Okay. So the Six of Wands is clarified by the Page of Cups upright, the Knight of Coins in reverse, and then the Nine of Cups upright. So Virgo, I feel like it's, you know, you got... I feel like with the way that you're going, you know, the theme I feel like is going to be kind of like focusing on your happiness right now and kind of like working on things that that raise your vibration, you know, freeing up some space. Because if we're focusing on taking so much of other people's stuff, then we don't have enough room to deal with our own things, you know, to work on our own journey here, you know. It's nice to want to help people along the way, but you don't have to fix everybody. You know, I feel like one of the things with Virgos, and this, you know how, Virgo, again, you're in a judgment-free zone in the safest space outside of your own. I feel like sometimes with Virgos that it's like your intentions are good in the sense that you want to help people, but I feel like sometimes with Virgos, you know, while they're busy fixing everybody else, their world is in chaos. You know what I mean? That they have something big that they need to deal with. You know, Virgo is associated with the sixth house, and the sixth house has to deal with like health and things of that nature. And I feel like, you know, there's usually something that's going on there. You know, when you're channeling all your energy here, you're taking from you. And I feel like this is about focusing on you this month. You know, really focusing on things that are going to make you happy, because the Page of Cups is about imagination and creation and inspiration, and the Nine of Cups is just a card of happiness and, you know, fulfillment and stability here. And I feel like this is about, you know, focusing on those things here, because if we don't, then I feel like we're going to be in the place of where it's just like this Knight of Coins in reverse, where it just feels like things aren't moving. You know, we're just like we're going to stay stuck, you know, or just we're going to keep where we feel like we're, you know, that, you know, you have to help everybody else, but no one's helping you, Virgo. And I just feel like really the theme of this month is just focus on you. Because Virgo, I think that something really spectacular can come from your growth if you take the same intentions that you have for the people that you love, and, you know, and wanting to help them embody the perfect version of themselves, and pour all of that into yourself. And I can get where maybe we're doing this thing because maybe we don't want to deal with our stuff, possibly. But Virgo, if we ignore this thing, whatever that is, it'll bleed out in other different ways, and then it's going to make you just more anxious, and then it's going to increase, you know, and then we might be confused. But Virgo, it'll be right in front of you. So just something to consider. I really feel like Virgos just in general would really benefit from really kind of taking this time to be just like a little selfish and just like build yourself up, you know, make sure, because you can't help anybody. You can get them started, but you can't help anybody if you're not right, Virgo. And that's, you know what I mean? You know, I want, you know, I feel like it would benefit you, you know, because I can't tell you what to do, but I feel like it would benefit you if you just take that same energy and really just pour that love, that kindness, and that compassion into yourself. And then I really feel like it'll make it so that you don't, when you're ready to go out there and go help people again, it's not going to be where you're just taking on everything. You're just like, hey, these are the tools that I like using. Let's see how we can tailor that for you. You know, I really feel like Virgos can really do some spectacular work, but it's just like it's that journey from within first, you know. That's and that's with everybody, but I really, something honestly, in my personal opinion, with Virgos in general, I just feel like you can really benefit from loving yourselves more. So just something to keep in mind, Virgo. You know, I got a few friends and stuff who have Virgo in their placement, sun, moon, and rising. So I've seen the gamut here. So you know, just something to think about, Virgo. Let's get to your third card here, which is going to be a key goal to pursue. So higher self, what's a key goal for Virgo to pursue at this time? Let's see, what are some things you may need to focus on, Virgo? Yeah, okay. Yup. You got the Six of Coins in reverse here, Virgo, and this is that's literally what I just said. It's about being mindful of where you're putting your energy right now. You know, if you're pouring out all this stuff to everybody else, that's great for them because they're growing. And even then, well, yeah, no, that's great for them because they're growing. But Virgo, are you growing in this thing too? Because if I feel like if we take on too much, if I don't know how to put it, you know, if we have things that maybe we're doing this thing because we're neglecting something in ourselves, Virgo, sit with that. You know, whatever it is that you're ignoring, get yourself in a better place, you know, where you're feeling good again, you know. Yeah, you know, that's going to be the focus, you know. I don't really need to go more into that. That's just something I can't tell you what to do, and I wouldn't tell you what to do. I can't, you know, but Virgo, I want the most for you. So let's get to your fourth card, which is going to be an obstacle to overcome, as if this wasn't obstacles all over the place. But higher self, what are some obstacles that Virgo may need to overcome? Let's see what maybe some roadblocks we may be kind of facing here, Virgo. Okay. You got the Seven of Swords in reverse here. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords popping up, maybe some obstacles I feel like are going to be, I feel like that's a tricky one, because the Seven of Swords normally is like a card of deceit and a card of trickery and whatnot. But what I'm intuitively getting with this is that maybe we need to avoid, honestly, I feel like lying to ourselves. And what I mean by that is, when we're going to help someone, whomever, understanding where your intentions are, I think is what I'm trying to, is what I'm kind of getting with this. I think I'm going to clarify that, but just something along the lines of, just being honest with are we happy with where we are right now? Not everybody, not with where your soul tribe is right now. Are you good, Virgo? And if the answer is no, deal with that. Don't ignore it. Don't be like, well, I got all this stuff here, but I have X, Y. I have a billion other things that I need to take care of before I need to handle this thing. No, Virgo, move your stuff to the top of the list. Here's let's get a little bit more on that, Virgo. Higher self. Can we clarify the Seven of Wands, please? Let's get a little bit more on that, Virgo, because that's what I'm getting. Just intuitively, something about just being honest with ourselves here. So the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Cups in reverse. You have the Emperor upright and the Four of Cups upright. So Virgo, I feel like this is what we're doing right now. This is you, and I don't know if I said this isn't a gender-specific reading. This is totally you, Virgo, and I feel like this is what we're focusing on other people's stuff here. We're trying to make everybody else's stuff here all nice and shiny, but you got this cup back here. That's your happiness back here. That's you. This is you ignoring your. We're so caught up in this stuff here, and I feel like we need to rise up and deal. So many things. I feel like we need to let go of some old, not cling to these old ways of operating, Virgo. If you're the type that likes to distract, not deal with your stuff by helping other people's things, Virgo, it's because here's the thing too. When I talk about the Emperor energy isn't for you to be in all the time. The Emperor's energy is to rise up when we're in Ten of Wands. You Emperor that thing, in the sense you take action to alleviate that. But if we're staying in this place all the time of like where we're ignoring our problems, and then we're going from helping one person, trying to help another, or help another. If you're in Emperor energy all the time, that is exhausting. And at some point you need to Empress. That's the balance between the Emperor and the Empress. People may think the Empress is just up there sitting pretty, but if you're not taking care of yourself, Virgo, you can't go out there and get your abundance. You can't go out there and get your, you're not taking, your health starts to diminish. All types of negative things happen here. And, I feel like we just need to be a little more mindful with how we're operating here. I feel like you can do there's some good healing that you personally can go through, and it's something that you can do yourself. You know what I mean? It's not like, I feel like this is not like something that anybody else needs to help you with. And that's not to say that like you need to, I'm not telling you to ignore doctors or, trust your gut, Virgo, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's something that you are in control of, that you can work on, but it's just choosing the time to focus in that and making time for you and not ignoring this stuff here. So that's been a lot, Virgo, but guess what? The next card is going to be a major accomplishment. We've been, and I hope I'm not coming at you, Virgo. It's a tendency that I've noticed. It's interesting, and it's just like I feel like Virgos are aware of it, but I still see a trend there. So it's just. But we're not focusing on that. I'm getting back into that. Let's focus on that big win, Virgo. Higher self. What is a major accomplishment coming in for Virgo? They've been putting in this work. I'm assuming, you've been putting in this work. You've been self-caring. You've been empressing. What's going on here? Interesting. I like that. You got the sun in reverse. And let me explain, Virgo. Because, normally the sun in reverse is like, we're feeling unhappy. It's, just sun in, when Bay, because the sun for me is Bay. When Bay is in reverse, things are normally, it's like, stop. Stop what you're doing. Why? It's like doom and gloom here right now. But I feel like the accomplishment is that we're finally going to put our happiness first. We're going to stop putting our stuff on the back burner here, because this is right now, this is the accomplishment. We're going to get to this place where I feel like, this is, because let me stop let me get my thoughts together. If at the pace that you're going, if we're ignoring this thing, then absolutely you're going to stay in the sun. The sun is going to stay in reverse here. But Virgo, if we put in that work, like I was saying, the accomplishment, I feel like it's going to be that you're going to turn the sun upright, and you're going to realize that your happiness, you don't have to put your happiness second, you can, and that there's nothing to be afraid of with dealing with your problems as well, because maybe it's just like we just don't want to deal with. Maybe you feel like it's too much. You're not sure how you're going to handle it, but believe me, Virgo, higher self is not going to throw more at you than you can handle. It's in the thing too, you don't have to get it all figured out overnight. Whatever this is that may possibly have your sun in reverse, as long as we're taking baby steps, even just a little bit, those are victories, and celebrate those along the way. 6 of Wands, those bad boys, because the 6 of Wands is also a card of appreciating the little victories. That's really what I'm getting with this thing, Virgo. It may feel right now that you may not be able to get this happiness, but I feel like it's yours. If this is where, if you keep telling yourself that, or you keep ignoring this thing, then yeah, it's going to stay like that. But I feel like, happiness is coming for you, Virgo, but it's just you gotta want it, and then you gotta put in the work in for yourself. You know what I mean? Build yourself back up and get you to where Virgo is feeling at their best. Because I tell you what, Virgo, you do when you are operating at operating at peak, man, Virgo, it's incredible what you can accomplish here. So, but again, it's hard to manifest when we're operating from this energy here. But man, when you're doing that, sunshine all over the place. But let's get to your 6th card. And I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it's like it really is something that I've noticed, and because believe it or not, I do, when I think about it, I do know a surprising amount of people with Virgos in their placements, or know someone who knows someone, and when we exchange notes, it's very similar, so, but let's get to your 6th card here, which is going to be what to avoid. So, higher self, what is it that Virgo should avoid at this time? Let's see, what are some things we can kind of look out for here. Okay. You got the Judgment card here, Virgo. And I feel like the thing to avoid is resisting this ascension, because that's what the Judgment card is about. The Judgment is a transformation getting ready to happen here. Because this Virgo, this is the best. I just got chills. When I think about what you can do, this is what I'm talking about. You see what you can do for other people. Imagine what you can do when you pour that energy into yourself. I feel like you can level up in a way that it's insane. And I don't mean to sound like it's aggressive. It's just there's the potential here is insane. That's I wish that I could take all that silence and really, because it's just like a rush, and I just want to be able to just all of that at you, Virgo. So just like like mental download here. But I feel like the thing to avoid is to resist working on yourself here. When you see the opportunities for growth in yourself, go get it. Embrace that thing, Virgo, because good, in order to get to the sunlight here, we gotta do some shadow work. We gotta put in that, gotta deal with those dark things. But it's all of that stuff is to level you up here, Virgo. And, yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there because yeah, and I really hope you know I'm not coming at you. Oh, Virgo. Let's get to your seventh card here, which is going to be what to embrace at this time. So higher self, what are some things that Virgo should embrace at this time? Let's see. Yeah, let me try to zen a little bit, Virgo. Hold on 1 minute. That's interesting. You got the Justice card in reverse here. And I feel like with this popping up, you know, maybe we may be a little hesitant about dealing with our stuff here because it'll mean facing that, you know, we're not our happiest, you know what I mean, or we're not getting the most out of this experience, you know, or realizing that they're you know, when you look at this thing that like yeah, like I'm out of balance, you know. I feel like that's not something to shy away from, you know. That's not if because you know this is Libra's card, and Virgo, if when you're looking at your vices, you know, or whatever things you may be struggling with, it doesn't make you less than. It's just that those are when you feel that imbalance, that is, if anything, that's perfect because that gives you an indicator of what you need to work on. You know, that's there's no ambiguity there. You know, if you look at what you're feeling, what you feel like is the first thing that you feel like is wrong with you. What is that? And then how can you address it? Can you address that thing right now? No? Okay. Put it to the side. What else? And what else? And then find that thing that makes sense and then go for it. But Virgo, don't let the fact that there may be something out of balance here, that the fact that you may be out of whack, don't let that throw you off. Don't let that deter you from this growth here. You know, like I said, there's an ascension here. We want to embrace this leveling up. Because when I think about this too, you know, this is in other decks, I've seen the Judgment card represented by Pluto. And Pluto is a planet of transformation. It's one of Scorpio's rulers. It's about bringing that darkness up into the light here, shining the sun on it. Because how... And that's another thing, Virgo. You know, if we're worried about this bad stuff here, you know, because another thing on that TikTok kind of lightened the mood up a little bit. One of the things was you can't. The chick was like, you can't tell me anything that I've not told. You can't say anything bad about me that I've not said about myself 10 times. Do better. And Virgo, if that's something that you're caught in like a spiral here. Remember, words are powerful. And if we're telling ourselves that we're less than, that we can't fix this thing, we don't understand this stuff, well, Virgo, instead of staying in that place where we're not doing anything about it, do something about it, you know, because I know you can. I've seen it. I've seen it time and time again. So, yeah. All that. So let's get to your eighth card, which is going to be where to find some support. So higher self. Where is it that Virgo can find some support in this? Let's see what energies you might need to embody to get this healing done, Virgo, to get to this ascension. All right, Virgo, you got the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse, and so with this, you know. I feel like if we're telling ourselves that, kind of like what I was saying here, if we keep ourselves in this box, you know, if we tell ourselves all these negative things, you know, that we can't be perfect, because that's another thing too, you know, as just like a generic generalization thing, Virgos are seen as perfectionists. And the thing with Virgo, I'm all about being perfect, but perfect is not sustainable. And don't let perfect be the enemy of good or great or anything like that. You know what I mean? As long as you're taking steps, perfection is the end game. But the thing is, we'll never be perfect because there's always other ways that we can expand here. So if you want to find some support with your journey, I feel like you need to be real with yourself and what I mean is just like because you got so much big energy in reverse right now, and I feel like it's just because we're putting ourselves in this box here. I don't know how else to put that, or at least I haven't figured out how else to put that right now. But it's. Let's get a clarifier on that, Virgo. Higher self, can we clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please? Let's get a little bit more on that, Virgo, before I jump into this thing. Hold on. Oh, yeah? Okay. Oh, there you are. You got Virgo, and I say there you are, Virgo. This is your card here. You got the Eight of Coins in reverse, the Magician's in reverse, and you got the Hermit. Virgo, where you're going to find some support, one. This is, wow. Okay, Virgo, let me understand. Let me tell you what just happened here. One, this is your card. The Eight of Coins is about craftsmanship. It's about refining, and I feel like if you're focusing on perfection, and being, it's one thing to be the best version of yourself, but I feel like there's a difference, with being a perfectionist, because every life is not perfect. It's messy sometimes, it's working with the energy. But here's my thing, work with your energy right now. I feel like this is something like we're not focusing on refining ourselves here right now. I feel like we're toiling at the wrong thing here, and it may feel like this. It may feel like Ten of Wands because that's not where our energy wants to be channeled. It's trying to be channeled within here because Virgo, here's your card on the Wheel of Fortune. And again, if you want to get that Wheel of Fortune, you're going to have to journey within and find out what needs to be healed. Because Virgo, it's affecting your manifestation here, and this is one of your rulers. This is your ruler, Mercury. That's what the Magician is based off of here. That's what your destiny, where you're going to find support, is within you. It's all within you, Virgo. And this is the whole thing that I was talking about here. This is yours. You have the power to manifest your dreams here. And if we've been in this place where we can been keeping ourselves down here, Virgo, I'm here to tell you, and I will tell you time and time and time again, that you are incredible, that you can tackle this stuff here, that you are better than you're better than whatever the negative stuff that you're telling yourself. Let's zen. Let's zen. Because I'll tell you what, these readings have been I feel like there's a need for a change here in how we've been operating as a soul tribe. And not in a bad way, Virgo. I don't feel like this is, I'm not coming at you because I'm mad. I'm coming at you because I'm excited for you, But I just, and I'm going to kick it with you as long as you need to, as long as it takes for you to get to this thing here, because Virgo, I can't, I'm stoked to see where this journey is going to take you. So let's bring this thing home, because I tell you what, it's just gonna look like I'm on one. So higher self, the last card is gonna be some advice, Virgo. So higher self, what is some advice that we have for Virgo here? Because man, Virgo, I don't even know if you understand that. That was powerful there, and I hope you understand that. That's why I just want you to get the most from this journey, and I feel like it's all from within here. Virgo, hold on. You got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Virgo, if we keep ignoring our feelings, it's just nothing. We're not going to get anywhere, because that's what the Ace of Cups is about. It's like our fulfillment. It's about channeling within. And really being with ourselves, and what is it that can make us happy? What's going to get that fulfillment? How can I bring love into my life and into my realm here? You know what I mean? And the advice is to treat yourself with compassion, to pour love and kindness into yourself, to build yourself up here. If you resonated with that when I was talking about that TikTok where it was like, oh, I've done told myself, 10, you can't tell me anything negative that I haven't told myself. Virgo, stop that. And I feel weird about that, because I don't want it to, I can't tell you what to do, but man, I just want you to be happy. I do. I want that for you, and I want you to feel like where it's just where you can feel like yourself again, you know, and where you can feel like you're in control of your destiny, you know, that just life doesn't just keep like happening to you, you know. I'm gonna leave that there, Virgo, because this is, well, I'll keep you here all day talking about that. And, you know, I can lift you up. I'll lift you up each week. You know, yeah, just like you don't have to do this overnight. I don't have to lift you all. I don't have to get you all up there in a reading. We got plenty of time there, Virgo. Go at your own pace, and I hope you understand. That's not me rushing you either. You know, I may be trying to tell you to I may be trying to like throw the sunshine in your face. You know, like be happy, Virgo. But I just want you to be happy, because here's the thing too, you know, if you're just like, well, Justin, if some of you are like, well, man, hey, you are coming at me like, you know, what, you want me to fake it, be fake, you know, fake my happiness? Absolutely not, Virgo. That is not the case. What I would like for you to do is to consider this. If we've been operating from a negative space, where you at right now? How you feeling? Is your sun in reverse? Is your Ace of Cups in reverse? Is your ruler in reverse? Are we manifesting? Are we leveling up? Where are we at? And if the answer is no, then my challenge for you is to sprinkle some sunshine in your world. And what I mean by that is maybe some positive affirmations. When you find yourself maybe spiraling, like pause. You know what? Here's a good one for you. I love myself. If you need just a quick mantra, whenever you find yourself kind of in that loop, best way to stop it, I love myself. And then I get you back on track. And then it's like, what do I love about myself? And then I may spark some more stuff here, you know, and then watch. Just like how things have been compounding on that negative stuff, and it's been nothing but, has felt like nothing but bad luck has been happening for you, Virgo. Try switching up. It's a paradigm shift, you know. Try doing it from that aspect, and I feel like just watch. You know, it may take some time, but if you with perseverance, because listen, it doesn't take away from the suck, but it just takes away from how you can deal with it. You know, if we're operating from a more positive mindset, it's just like we can set up some cushions for this stuff here. You know, it's not just like things are not just like happening to us anymore. You know. All right, I'll leave that there, Virgo, because I really will. I'll keep you here all day. So if you like that thing, you know, give it a thumbs up. And Virgo, and this is not me like trying to just like, you know, make me popular, get my stuff up. Virgo, if you know someone who's going through this thing, whether they have Virgo in their chart, or they maybe just need to hear this thing, you know, share this with people, you know, let's raise that vibration, because Virgo, you really do some really good work. I was about to get in it again. Subscribe, hit that bell button. You'll get notified when I release videos each week. I'm all over Facebook. Well, at least I'm getting better about it. And lastly, if you have any Cancer in your chart, check out my other channel, The Sheridan Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and all that housekeeping is in the description box below. But let me get your surprise card here so we can just get you out here just kind of hermiting again. You got the World in reverse right now, Virgo. And I feel like if things have been feeling kind of hazy right now, if you're not sure where life is going, if you've just been maybe just kind of in a bog, just like, you know, it's like you can see I feel like, and it's not just with you, Virgo, I feel like it's with everyone. You know, we can see other people's problems. You know, it's like, oh, if I were with you, if I were you, I would have blah 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 done. You know, and all your problems would have been solved. Virgo, sit down in a mirror, tell yourself, start off, I love myself. What is it that's preventing me from really embodying that love? And then maybe make a list, and then maybe close it. You know, however that's, if it becomes a little too emotional, put it to the side. But it's like, you know, let's just start making progress, you know, making steps towards that. You know, let's visualize what your world is. What does a balanced Virgo look like? What does Virgo's Wheel of Fortune look like? How does Virgo manifest? You know, let's let's Virgo. Let's hermit. Do some deep dive within this, Virgo, because you got you got a lot of major arcana stuff here. I got a stack. So higher self there's messages in here. Almost half your cards are major arcana stuff here, Virgo. So just sit with this thing and just kind of go get your sunshine back, Virgo, because you deserve it. Absolutely, you 100% deserve to be happy. So I'll leave that there. Stay safe out there, Virgo. And if we're a little burnt out, if we're feeling kind of tired right now, just kind of in our head, this is me taking your arm, putting it around me. I'm gonna help you raise that vibration, Virgo. I'm with you. The soul tribe is with you. We got your back. And I will catch you on the next one later.